With the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On first down, back to Achane. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Complete to Wright. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Spins by. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ric Flair.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
17. 20.
Goff now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Intended for Jameer Gibbs.
Trying to get that to Jameer Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
17.
You talk about this Miami defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 38-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
79 Broncos. Come on.
On play action, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
2nd and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions 34. Well, they need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 18, 5 in.
Throwing now, Ward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down, and then some.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hold it ready. At the Lions' 13-yard line.
Let's go. Come 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. But you look at this defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Lions at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
At the 27-yard line.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 more there and another first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
To Williams on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Hey, kill. Watch tight end. Watch your key.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Super one.
Now gone. That is caught by Laporta. And third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Braden Narbison out for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Romero. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Slot man moves right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They set up the screen. H.A. has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
18, tied in. Warriors 17.
To throw is Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle, Achane. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
5, 5, 5, 5.
Here's Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Maverick, left, hey, kill.
Now Goff. This is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 60 Eagles, 6 Buffalo 18.
Play action now, Ward. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Ward. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second and 11.
Here we go, tonight. 120. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Golf. To the left side, he finds Tesla. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
180.
Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The 15-yard line.
Hold me ready.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
70, 50, 50. 70, Timberwolves. Cougar 19.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Cougar 19. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go now. Help, 18 Cardinals. Ready.
The final shot before break. Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Cut. 180. What's up?
Gibbs on the toss left. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Cut. 180.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
What's up?
They'll go again with Gibbs. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
We go tonight. 180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Fourth down to give to Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. To throw is gone. This to Laporta, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
180. What's up?
Play action. It's Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Narveson for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all lining up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Ward. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achin. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achin. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Achin here, they stay on the ground.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here we go, 18 Cardinal.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Value three. Value three. Super.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gone. Keeps him. Oh, no. He lost the football. But I believe the line was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Here we go, Todd. 180. What's that?
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jameer Gibbs taking it in for 24 yards out. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
Lions 21, Dolphins 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, here's Ward. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Dolphins.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
is incomplete.
He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
180!
From the gun, here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
98 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
The score, Lions 28, Dolphins 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Here's Tyreek Hill back to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Play action. It's Ward.
He finds his man complete. It's Romero. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
They'll give this to Achane.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Throwing is Ward. Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Ward. He'll dump this off to Achane.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Running right, here's Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Seven Pirates. 19 Lions.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Going for it. Here's Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Benson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's first down.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Back to throw again.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It's a loss of 11. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Ward.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Moore. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Black 20. Whirling. What's that?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
33-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Nice. Here we go. Set. Practice. Trap 60. Trap 60. Rig alert. Rig alert. Ready.
Ward. That's to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
On the ready.
Here comes 2nd down.
18 and run. Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Ward. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Ward.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ward to throw once more. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Okay, ready.
Here's 2nd down.
Get it. Go.
Back to throw. Ward. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
But this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A 10-yard gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end.
Well, somebody lit a fire.